All right, you guys, thank you so much for being with us. I'm really excited to share about this. This is something 5 years ago that I said yes to, and it not only transformed my family's finances, but it also transformed our health. And I love being able to share what has worked for me with other moms. If you are here on this call, you may know nothing about the work that we do. And you might just have been curious because you're like, I want to find a way to work from home or just with flexibility to like wherever I'm at, be able to work and earn an income. And also maybe you have been following our journey on social media or just like in through connecting with us. And so maybe you know a little bit about it. But today, what you're going to hear about is you're going to hear about these functional plant powders. We are partnered with the Juice Plus company. You may or may not know about that. If you don't know a whole lot, we're gonna talk about that. You're going to hear testimonials from some mamas who are spreading this mission of healthier living around the world. And you're going to understand that we are working from a tried and true business model that promotes success. You're also going to discover how you can join with us now if that's something that feels right for you. And maybe as you're listening to these testimonies, you might rediscover some passions that you have, and you might be able to like look at a way of making income like this as a stepping stone to moving into some of the things that you have always kind of dreamed about doing, but you weren't really sure how to do it. So we hope that you guys get inspired by this. So first of all, let's talk about the company that we are aligned with, Juice Plus. Juice Plus is 30 vine ripened fruits, vegetables, and berries that have been pulverized and freeze dried into powders that are then put into capsules and chewables to help us bridge the gap in our diet. So you can see some of the pictures on the side. That's actually me holding those capsules on the side. And then I think that's Desiree at the bottom. And then we have our cute little, one of our friends, her daughter at the top holding the gummies in her hand. And it really just, it's peace of mind and simplicity for bridging the gap in the fact that we don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. It's NSF certified, which means that an outside party tests the purity of it, which I think is another like big, like as a mom, like you can breathe a little bit because there are so many products out there where like people can just put whatever they want on labels nowadays. And having that NSF certification really lets you know that like, okay, what they're saying is on this bottle of fruits, vegetables, and berries is actually what's in it. There's nothing more, nothing less, nothing sneaky going on there. Also, we are the most researched nutritional product in the world, which gives us a lot of peace. I know for me and my family, just knowing that what we're putting in our body is researched to improve our lungs, our heart, our skin, all the things, our immune function. We know that it's doing good. It's not like this guessing game of like, I hope this is doing all right for us. It's safe, it's affordable, and it's absolutely necessary in a world that is facing so much illness and disease. We empower others to grow their own food. You can see my daughter right there. That was maybe like 2 years ago, her clipping cilantro off of our tower garden. It's a vertical gardening system. If you kill plants, you need this in your life. That's what I'm saying. You need that in your life. If you're like me and you forget to water things, you're like, I have the best intentions. The tower garden is what you want to be doing. So, but it's really cool to be able to empower families to grow their own food, know where their food is coming from, and not have to deal with the chemicals and different things that get sprayed on our food. So all in all, we focus on helping people eat more plants and live healthier lives. The Juice Plus business model is a unique hybrid business model that allows for direct sales while also providing the ability to build a team. Some people come into this business and they're like, I like, maybe you're like me, you were a former athlete, you're like, I just love teams. I coach still, and I love working with teams. And so doing something like this, being able to give back to other families, provide a service that is truly helping people with a team of other people, that fires me up. And then there's some people who are like, I don't want to do that. And I love that you have the option to do both. To look at these products and go like, these are amazing. I know they need to be in more homes, and just be able to provide that service for people, or to build a team. There's no quotas or minimums, so you don't have to stress. Like, if today you hear these testimonies and you hear what we're about and you're like, I love this, I want to do this, but then something happens and you're like, I don't have the bandwidth for the next month to do anything. You don't have to feel that stress of feeling like, oh my gosh, I have a minimum I have to hit, or quotas. There isn't anything like that. You have the freedom to build this business in a way that works with the different seasons of your life. And you'll hear more about that as Jen and Michelle share their stories. We have an amazing corporate office that supports us in building our business. If you have any issues with customers or partners or anything, they're so good when you call in. Any issues with orders, I can't even tell you how many awesome things that they've done, just in terms of being like, yeah, no big deal, we'll ship out another one. Like, for some reason, something didn't get shipped correctly. So they're really great with that. At upper leadership positions, we have a full benefits package, which is virtually unheard of, I want to say, in the network marketing profession. I actually don't know of any other companies that have that. And so, for people who really truly want this to be a career, and they want to be able to step out of their 9 to 5, it really, it's really awesome to know that, okay, if I go full force in this, I can have a full benefits package and have medical and dental and vision and all of these things taken care of. So with that being said, that's just that was a quick jam-packed of everything, you guys. And so I'm sure that you may have questions. Get back in touch with the person who invited you to this. But right now, we're going to go ahead and stop the screen share. And we are going to hear first from Jen, a little bit about her story, how she got started, and what this company, this team, all of this means to her. Go for it, Jen.
Sorry, I didn't, of course, the mute button was. So hi, everyone. My name is Jennifer. I'm a physical therapist. I'm a mama of 3, and I am a military spouse. And I'm really grateful, that these products have entered my life, and that I have this, this business opportunity that I decided to join with quite a few years ago, because it has really changed my life. So I just want to give you a quick background. Being a military spouse, I've gone through periods of time that were very, very stressful. And one of those times was when my 2 oldest kids were very, very sick. We dealt with a lot of allergies, sinus infections, eye infections. We were in and out of the pediatrician's office once a week. And this was a span of time where my husband was deployed to Afghanistan. So I was working full time as a physical therapist, feeling very out of control, couldn't help my kids like I really wanted to. And I also have to say, I felt lonely at this time. I was not really well supported. I didn't have a community. And this is something, a lot of military spouses struggle with, is this lack of support and community, right? Because we're constantly moving every couple of years. And it's a very hard thing to deal with, right? So during this time, it was very hard for me, but we did made it through that time. So jump forward a few years later, we found ourselves in South Korea. We were stationed in South Korea. I had a newborn baby, and I decided to not work physical therapy during this time because I had a newborn. My kids were getting older, and they needed me. And my priorities were starting to shift a little bit from, working full time as a PT, because I knew I was missing out on things my kids were doing, right? But I also, at the same time, was feeling this void in my heart because, especially if you're a healthcare provider and you love helping people, I wasn't getting that sense of fulfillment. I was, so I was missing something in my life during this time. So that was really hard. And I do want to mention, during this time, my kids were still getting sick. They were still missing school, right? So we still had that going on. But during this time, I was fortunate enough to go to these fitness classes with a bunch of other mommies. And the lady that was leading these classes approached me about these plant concentrates in capsules and chewables. And I really respected this woman. Her name's Heather Addington. And, so I decided to kind of listen to her, and, my son again was struggling a bit. So I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and try these chewables with my son. And if they help, maybe I'll look into giving them to my entire family. Well, he ended up getting better. He was having more bowel movements, just having more energy, and just doing a lot better in school, which I was really thrilled about. So I started taking the capsules. And I didn't tell you, I have suffered from allergies my whole entire life, really bad, severe allergies, to the point that I had to go to an allergist. I would get those painful shots. I was taking tons of allergy medication. I was having headaches. And I also have I was having different periods of time where I was going through some anxiety and pain in my legs, and just things that were really challenging for me. And I have to say, within a few months after I started taking the capsules, it's one of those things where you're like, all of a sudden, I remember sitting on my couch actually, and it was in April. In South Korea, they had cherry blossoms and all kinds of amazing, beautiful flowers, but along with that comes a lot of pollen, right? And I just remember sitting there, kind of jumping up, wait, I haven't taken my allergy medicine in a while. This is weird. I normally have all this sinus trouble, Mucinex. I have to take that all the time. So I noticed something was improving there with me as well. And I also noticed my workouts were getting better. So this was another thing I was noticing. I was performing a lot better. My workouts, my recovery time was better. So just overall was starting to notice these benefits. And so part of me is like, okay. So, and I have to tell you, Heather did approach me about the business of joining Juice Plus. And again, I was very hesitant about this. So, with supplements, being a PT, we were very heavy into evidence. Okay. And, a lot of supplements on the market, you have to be really careful because they have these amazing claims, but they don't necessarily have the research to back it up. Okay. But this is one thing I knew because I looked into the research. There are 48 research articles done on Juice Plus, and a lot of these research articles are very high level, published in peer-reviewed, peer-reviewed journals, double-blinded, placebo-controlled. These are high quality, and I knew that as a physical therapist that since these had these research articles, this was something I could give my family with full confidence. And start recommending to others. So I decided to join the company, even with kind of this hesitation, oh, am I, is this the right choice? But it was a good idea. It was a very good idea for me because this was something I could take with me, being a military spouse, moving different places. I knew I could take this business with me. And not to mention the fact this was starting to help me feel more control in my life. When you are a military spouse and you have to move every few years, you give up your friends, your family. You have to change your doctor, your dentist. You have to find a new group of people to hang out with. You don't feel like you have control. And this opportunity that I have now with Juice Plus has brought back control in my life because I am now able to contribute to my financial, my household financial income. I can help my children. I know that my children are being improved by these products because I'm flooding their bodies every day with plant nutrition that they otherwise would not have. Their allergies and sickness has improved immensely. And then it helps with my fulfillment, my sense of fulfillment. I'm able to help others. It has filled that void that I had lost when I wasn't practicing physical therapy. And the fact that I can take this with me again, wherever we go, that's so significant. Being a military spouse, you never know where you're going to be. You don't know. And joining a new company every few years, it's a lot. So, and then I just want to mention, when I started this opportunity, it forced me to step outside of my comfort zone and start having more conversations with people. And I feel like that's something that has really changed for me. I never used to go outside my comfort zone with talking to people. I was just not into it other than my close friends. And so I've expanded my tribe. I've expanded my community. I'm learning. I'm constantly growing every single day. So I feel like this opportunity, along with the fact that you can contribute to your household finances, which all of us obviously are a lot of us are struggling with, right? Hitting the gas bills are really high, the produce, grocery bills. So it has allowed me to contribute to household income. But along with that, I have this sense of fulfillment, this feeling of control over my life again. and then the ability to make an impact while also making an income, like helping other families get healthier every single day. Like it's just a wonderful feeling, and I'm excited to continue on and see where all of it goes. So thank you guys.
I love that, Jen.
Thank
That's
you.
so powerful because the community piece I think is something that we don't really think about.
Yeah.
A lot of times we come in, we're like, I want to make money. I need to make some extra money. And you don't realize that you're going to get this amazing community of people along with it, which ends up like when you stay in it for a while, it ends up being more powerful than the money could ever be. And so I love that you shared that. Okay, we're going to turn it over to Michelle.
Hey guys, I'm Michelle. I live in Texas. I've been partnered with the Juice Plus company for 14 years, which is crazy. I am a wife and a mom. I have a 6-year-old, I have a 2-year-old, and I am super pregnant with baby number 3. I'm due actually in like 3.5 weeks. So hopefully nothing happens today, but I don't think it will. Um, but yeah, so I'm excited to share because obviously I've raised my family with this business. I've grown up, I feel like, with this business. When I first heard about Juice Plus from a friend, it came into my life at a time when I was single and I was not a mom yet. I was working full time in the advertising industry and um, knew that I needed help with my nutrition, had a lot of underlying health conditions and health things that I thought were just family related, that I thought they were hereditary. I didn't know that food and nutrition could help. And so I said yes to Juice Plus because I wanted um, to bridge the gaps. I just knew that I was buying fruits and vegetables every week and they were going bad. And I wasn't getting to the end of the week and making all the things that I bought. And I just knew that I needed that support. I did not know about the research that Jen talked about. I did not know about all the pluses of Juice Plus. I just knew that fruits and vegetables were good. I knew that multivitamins I had tried in the past and they really didn't do anything for me. They just made my pee neon yellow. And that was obviously to me a sign that it wasn't working. So that was my first question, like, is it a multivitamin? They said no, it's fruits and vegetables, nutrition straight from fruits and vegetables. I knew that that was better. And that's what God created for us to get our nutrition from. So that's where I started. Quickly started noticing changes in my digestion, my skin, my energy, and knew that this was something that I needed to share with my family. So I told my friend, like, hey, I want my mom to start, my dad, my grandma. I grew up in Oklahoma. We're very meat and potatoes. Um, all the vegetables are fried or cooked in butter. And I knew that they were not, my family was not super healthy and that they weren't going to completely change their diet, right? So I had seen some changes and I was like, they can take a capsule, they can eat a chewable, they can drink a smoothie or a shake. And so I signed up as a partner because I knew that they would not say yes to Juice Plus, to trying the products, if they heard from someone else. They needed it to be from me because they knew me, they trusted me, they loved me. And I just really cared about them. And so my mom and my dad and my grandma were my first customers. And that was really my only goal of saying yes to the business. It was nice to get a kickback on my products. It was really nice to um, see my family start to notice those benefits. One thing that Jen mentioned was the allergies. My first year of Juice Plus, I went from taking Claritin, Zyrtec, and Flonase all the time to literally having bottles like stacked up in my cabinet that I didn't use because my allergies had improved so much. And so the more little things that I started to notice with Juice Plus, the more I was naturally sharing with people. I would see a friend talking about, oh my gosh, my allergies, or drinking a soda in the afternoon at work and being like, I used to do that too, but now I have this energy. Like, you want to know like what I did to change, to get that. And so I just naturally started sharing with friends and started getting to help more and more people. And it was just a beautiful transition from like making it about me as a customer to making it about others. And, some of the best advice I got was really, look for how you can help others with this product. If you think this product is beneficial, if you think people need more fruits and vegetables, if you see people who are hurting or are struggling, you have a gift that you can give them and you can help them, and make that your mission. And so that really is when things started to change, and I started sharing with more people. I started getting promotions in the company and bonuses, and that was fun. And it became part-time income that was just fun money, as I was, working full time. And then I got to a point where I went to my first Juice Plus conference, met the community. I was kind of operating on an island for a while by myself, sharing Juice Plus, met the community, felt so welcomed, felt like I had instant like 500 best friends because everyone was so nice. And I saw people that were living a lifestyle that I wanted to live. I knew I wanted to have a family, and I knew I wanted to be home with them. I knew that I wanted to have flexibility in my day and also be able to contribute. And I wasn't married, so at the time, so I had to make money. And so it kind of really just opened my eyes. And so I started really paying more attention to it, started investing more into my time and efforts, and doing events, and connecting with other partners, and was really able to grow it to a great part-time income where I was able to go down to part-time with my corporate job, which was a huge blessing. And like Jim Rohn says, like, work part-time on your job and part-time on your future. And that's what I felt like I was doing. I was working part-time on my future. And after like a year or two, that paid off, and I was able to go full-time. I had other women partner with me who had a similar vision, who wanted more time freedom, wanted to add margin to their family's budget, wanted to spend more time with their families or travel. Got married. My husband got on board, and we were able to do this business together full time. And we've done that together full time since 2012. So over 10 years. And this business has not only paid our bills, paid for groceries, paid for gas, it's allowed us to travel. Our first 2 years of marriage, or well, 2 years after we got married, we traveled for 2 years around the United States in an RV, and we just did our business from our phone and help people everywhere. There's people all over the United States and beyond that need more fruits and vegetables, that are looking for health solutions. And that was a really cool thing, because our traditional jobs would not have afforded us that opportunity to do that. And now that we have kids, we don't travel as much. We're more homebodies these days, and I feel like I have less time than ever, to put towards something like this. And I really work in the stolen moments. I work during nap time. I just put my son down for a nap. My daughter's at school. She's having a Mother's Day tea at school, and I'm in like an hour, so I'm going to get to go to that because I get to make my own schedule, and still be able to pay our bills, still be able to help thousands of families. And for me, I'm so excited about now is the stories, the women who tell me, oh my gosh, my child is no longer on Mucinex, or on my, what's it called, Miralax, and they're no longer constipated. Oh my gosh, like, we're getting off these medicines. We're not going to the doctor. We're not getting sick as much. Like, those stories light me up and make me want to keep sharing. And then also helping other women who are home or are working and want to be home, helping them have that $300, $500, $1,000 a month just to get them to a place where they can breathe, where they have less stress, where they're able to buy the things they want at the grocery store, or they're able to put their kid in a sport that maybe they weren't able to before. And being just that lighthouse and being that bridge for them, and having this company back that is so, so powerful. So it's been a great journey. I've enjoyed like every part of the process. And, you may not be like me and want to do it full time at some point, but that's the beauty of it. It really can fit in whatever season, whatever stage of life you're at, and however much time you have. And it really is rewarding, just by being able to help, one family, one other family is so rewarding. So I encourage you to check it out. Talk to the person, who invited you, ask great questions, see if it's a fit for you, because we would love to just welcome you into this community and help you get started too.
Awesome. Awesome. And I know Michelle is at the top in the leadership position within our company. And so she has been able to receive those full benefits. And I'm sure that's been just like so amazing. You probably didn't even realize when you got started, like what you were creating for yourself, for your future. But it's like so amazing to be able to travel like that and have that freedom and that flexibility.
It's about to pay for this third baby. to be born. So health insurance. So I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, I mean, we could go on and on. I know that we're already slightly over time, but I want to leave you guys with this. First of all, I hope that inspired you. Like, even if it doesn't inspire you to get started with Juice Plus and the Juice Plus business, I hope that it just inspires you, because as women and as moms, we do tend to like have these dreams that we're like, well, I can't do that anymore, and just shove it off to the side. And my hope and my prayer is that this sparked something inside of you. We would love to link arms with you. At the bare minimum, we do believe you should get started with the products. Like, every family needs this in their life. But I really do hope that this inspired you to go after something that maybe you have been putting in the back. It is possible. And anything that you get started with, if it is this, it's small steps. It's not jumping in this and being like, I'm going full force. It's small little steps. That's how all of us grew our businesses. This did not happen in 1 month. This didn't happen in 6 months. This happened over time. And just knowing that that is possible in whatever journey that you choose to go on. Two things that I want to leave you guys with is on the product side of things, on the nutritional side of things, understanding that we have a Healthy Starts program for families. This has been going on for years within our company. It's an amazing thing that we do, where kids are able to eat for free with a paying adult order from ages 4 to 25. It's literally amazing. I don't know any other products that do that. And so getting your family started on that would be extremely beneficial. We are living in a day and age when where there is so much illness and disease going on, and a big part of it is nutrition. And so if we can make this small little addition, it's not even a change, just add this addition into our daily routine, it can have a huge effect over time. And so consider that, get back in touch with the person who invited you, talk a little bit more about the Healthy Starts program, learn more about that. And then also, of course, this call is about potentially linking arms with us. It is normally $52 to partner with the Juice Plus company, and right now it's only $10. And so if that's something that, you know, if you're interested at all, to me, I'm like, it's $10. There's no minimums or quotas. Like, give it a try, start small, share it with friends and family, like, serve your community with something that you know that they need. And if you don't do anything big or crazy with it, like, who cares? You know, like, it's all good. Life goes on. But if you do, like, imagine what that could look like. Like, imagine being in Michelle's position right now with full benefits and being able to travel and do all these different things. Imagine like what Jen has been able to do with her family, and with this community piece that has opened up, where it's like, it doesn't matter if she moves, it doesn't matter where she goes, she has this stability here, and she does have kind of like this feeling of like, I have control here, you know, to an extent. And that is priceless. So okay, that's it. We're gonna wrap it up right now, because I don't want to go much longer. We said 20 minutes, it's almost 30 minutes now. But we appreciate you guys for taking time, and hope to connect with you a little bit more after this. All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.